Are we
Okay,
live
yeah, there you go. We're live right now.
right
this thing
now?
on?
This thing is on.
It's
Sweet.
working.
For once.
It's working.
How was everybody?
Quite a break we had, wasn't it?
Ugh.
Yeah, I was like,
Spring
how
break?
long was
a
that?
week. It was a week.
It was
We
3
normally
weeks.
do it every 2 weeks, and we just were a week late. So this was 3 weeks instead of 2.
That's true.
So a 3-week break.
Yeah. Well, no, a 1 week
Well-
break technically.
Okay.
So is this the week that we're supposed to record? Because like
No,
in the
last week was the
continuity.
week we were supposed to record.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're only a week late, but we have had 3 weeks
Right.
off.
Correct.
So
It felt like it.
it did actually. I was ready last week, even though we rightfully delayed it so that we could all, watch some new content. Caleb. And here we are. So
Why the fuck? Why?
because you're anti-content
It sucks.
and ticketant.
That's it.
Okay.
I'm
so anyway,
This is the first time we've seen Tech in like 3 weeks too.
That's right.
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't really fuck with y'all like that.
It's fucked
Obviously.
up.
Jesus.
Joking, but
I saw Caleb's face.
joking, but totally serious.
But totally
That is not
accurate.
true at all. That is not true at all, dude. I miss you guys.
Miss you, bro.
How about that?
So we took an extra week off because Falcon and the Winter Soldier actually wrapped, and Mortal Kombat came out the Friday after our show. So
Yeah.
Right.
we just thought a couple more. We want to record on the weekend, which you guys don't care about logistics, and then here we are. So anyway,
Yeah.
lots to talk about. We're gonna-
Yes.
We have lots to talk about. Can we get through the part that I don't want to talk about first?
Oh, you want to go bad to good? That makes sense.
Yeah, let's talk about Kong versus Godzilla first.
Okay,
Okay, hold on. I got a little
Let's
sound
just
for us.
get that out the way.
I got a
Oh,
little
it's-
sound for us.
well, it'll
That's
sound
probably
better for you
terrible.
guys than for us. So we'll just have to endure this.
Yeah, you'll just have to deal with it. All right, everybody ready? Here we go.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay.
All right,
All
let's
right.
talk about King
All right,
Kong.
the reason why Kong and Godzilla was trash because it was just boring to me.
That's
This is boring
very
to me.
inarticulate, but
I know. I'm just saying the pacing of it. Oh, okay. We're starting with the insults. Here we go. I'm
Welcome
saying,
back, Tech.
Here we go.
We miss you, Tech.
Insult my character
Fucking
first.
nerd.
There we go. No, it was a fine movie, but it was just didn't hold my appeal. I think the same problems that I've had with all their big monster movies is the same thing, where like they're tracking a human that I'm supposed to care about, but I don't, and then I'm just waiting and kind of twirling my thumbs until the action starts.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel about it. I don't know if there's
Yeah.
a way that they can make a movie that I'm going to be like completely into. I think
they need to
if it
make
was
better
more-
humans.
they made probably.
Yeah.
But I think I need more of the disaster porn. Like that's what
Yeah.
I'm here for, kind of.
Yeah.
And like they always try to tell me this story about these people and their connections to it, and I really don't give a fuck. Like I don't really care. I think they just fail to connect with me on a human level.
Yeah. Yep. They need to Cloverfield that bitch, because we really like those people for better or for worse. Some of them are assholes, some of them are selfish, some of them actually were funny.
We're just talking about the first Cloverfield, right?
Yeah.
Because I connected with everybody, even the cameraman HUD, the
Mhm.
brother-in-law who didn't even make it off the bridge. Like you connect with them because you see them being human in relatable moments.
Sure.
That has nothing to do with a monster.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what the difference is.
I think
Sure.
the recent movies. Okay, I think the 2016 one did a better job of putting you in the action, in the ground. Like you saw Godzilla's feet. You were at the airport when shit was going down. Like you were ground level, right? It's a big important thing with well, I'm obsessed with concept art lately, right? That's like my biggest collection of concept art books, right? And you notice when people are doing concept art that the perspective is from a person on the ground. So if you want a big scale thing, you want to take the perspective from the ground, right? If you're flying over Eiffel Tower, or if you're standing at the top of the arch, you're like, yeah, it's neat. But you're at the bottom of the arch, you're like, wow, this thing's pretty big, right? So
Right.
like watching these flyby scenes of Godzilla fighting, it's just like, that's kind of neat, but it's just CG. But you're at the ground level, like Cloverfield, and the tanks roll in.
it makes
Oh,
it real.
that scene's so fucking
The
good.
Right.
The dread when those little spider things
Right.
were falling down. This is the dread of like
Mhm.
you can't really see it because you wouldn't be able to really see
Yeah.
it, and like it's what's happening and you see it a little bit. Terrifying.
Yeah,
Man,
there's a
when they
big
come out of the
difference.
subway and those tanks roll in and like they just fucking start unloading.
Yeah, and they're trying to
Oh,
scream
that
at
scene's
opposite sides of the street.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
absolutely
Mhm.
incredible. So I think it's a fun conversation to be had with the giant monster genre, the kaiju genre, if you will. Like they're more obsessed with making us a special effects spectacle instead of giving us a ground level story. You know,
Sure.
like if our
Mhm.
grandma dies because Godzilla stepped on her house, or right, like when Bruce Wayne was trying to save that kid and Zod and Superman were up there wreaking havoc. That's good filmmaking, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That makes our hero look like a villain.
Instant motivation.
Yeah.
Like is that like just him looking up at the sky after like holding a kid?
Mhm.
That's instant motivation that a bad movie would take a long time to explain,
Yeah.
but a good writer can get it like that.
The Godzilla movies have these little moments where like you're in a fishing boat and these F-22s, these fighter jets are just falling out of the sky. Right? So they have
Mhm.
these little moments.
Yeah.
But so much of this, we'll just go back to on topic, right? So much of these movies are about these like angel characters, these helicopter characters, right? They're in an airship, they're in an aircraft carrier, they're in a control room watching things happen, you know. But unfortunately, but Millie Bobby Brown was on the ground level in Godzilla King of the Monsters, and it was ridiculous, and I hated that too, because like it just don't feel like those are fights you should be able to run around and dodge.
Well, see, I think it would
No.
be
Like,
better.
Like you can't
if
just
it
Dark Souls your
was-
way through that and dash through it.
I think it would be better if it was not focused on a character on the ground, because right, if there's a character on the ground, you have to care about them. You have to like, they have to make it to the end of the movie because they're being paid. And if it was just like a couple of scenes that's like, this is what people are trying to do, and they just get fucking killed all the
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
you're like, cool, because that reinstills that fear and that like, is this group of people gonna make it? Nope. Is this group of people gonna make it? Maybe they do. You know what I mean? But this instead is like,
Hmm.
cool. While you're running around, like you're obviously not gonna die.
Here's what I would do. I would give us a ground level Godzilla movie where there's no drone shots. Let's pretend it's made in 19 whatever. No drone shots, no helicopter shots, just ground level, just like Cloverfield. And I would give us a huge cast of characters, just like Suicide Squad. And on my branding would be "Don't get attached," right?
Yeah.
I would just have
People be
50
dying.
people trying to get like, let's say it was an office party, right? And shit goes down, and that office party has to get to the dome.
Right.
And the dome gets stepped on in the end, and the credits roll. Something like I just want like just pure devastation, but at a human level. But that being said, I liked the movie as dumb as it was, even though you think how much tranquilizer did they have to give to King Kong, right? Like all these stupid things. How
Gallons.
I don't think 6 helicopters could carry a King Kong. Just like stupid shit like that, right? If King
Well, at
Kong
least it
like
wasn't
flinched,
6. It was like 20.
if King Kong flinched in his sleep, all those helicopters would fucking slap together. So many dumb moments, right? But Kong actually being a character that I didn't expect that. I was voting for Godzilla because I like him as like a archetype. But Kong actually like scratching his butt in the beginning, finding a hammer, having a personality, being able to communicate.
Dude, that scene with him sitting on the fucking throne.
Yeah, dude, it's big dorky dumb fun. So check your brain at the door, and this is interesting for the next movie, right? Check
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I know, right? I realize what I'm doing
Yeah.
here. I checked my brain at the door. It was stupid, but I thought the fight choreography was actually really good, especially the last scene. Mecha Godzilla was kind of dope, even though he looked a little goofy. But like, I don't know. I thought the spectacle was good enough. Fucking all right. Fucking beautiful though.
We need to throw a spoiler.
Yeah,
tag.
Like
oh, yeah.
Jesus, like this is
We
some of the
should've-
best CG I've ever seen.
We should have said we're gonna spoil everything.
Man, if you didn't see Godzilla and King Kong by
Right,
now,
you don't care.
I'm gonna assume that you don't care.
I literally watched them today. Some people's lives be busy.
Oh, so but you're saying
Mm.
by saying that you're implying that if we've seen it, we are not busy.
No. I'm saying some people's
Uno.
lives get more busy than you planned for, and so you run out of time to do things.
It's not
I'm
just that.
saying y'all don't got
It's
shit
been like
to do.
No.
it's been like a month, bro.
No.
Like,
You prioritize, man. We watched Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
quick. It took me 6 months to watch Midsummer. You know what I mean? Like it just, we prioritize. I ain't waiting
Yeah.
6.
what side note, Ben? What do you think Midsummer was good?
Yeah, it's good filmmaking. Yeah.
Huh.
In fact, I think you knew that.
I'm-
I think
I'm-
you just
Yeah, he
wanted
knew.
to
He expected me to
antagonize
say
No,
that.
I don't. No, I'm torn because like when I think about it, I think about how dreadful it was
Dreadful.
to sit through it.
Dreadful.
But then when I think about like some of that shit was kind of dope. Some of that plot shit was really
Yep.
dope.
Yep, it's not supposed to be fun. Some filmmakers like Lars von Trier make movies that are painful to sit through because they want you
Yeah.
to experience something, not think, "Oh, that was fun." You know.
All right.
Yo, I'm just gonna say this because Denzel is coming for me in the chat. I'm just gonna say this, dude. The movie came. What day did that movie come out?
Which
Godzilla.
one?
Yeah.
Godzilla
When was it released?
Came out.
This should be like easy to find. March 24th.
Yeah.
It's April 29th.
A month ago. Yeah.
At what point are you past the point of spoilers,
2 weeks.
right? Like what point is it okay?
2 weeks.
2 weeks,
Yeah,
right?
2 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah, like 2 weeks.
If-
So
Yeah, I wasn't saying
become...
that we're wrong for spoiling it. I was just saying.
All right, okay, let's move on.
That's
But
all.
I say if it's 2 weeks, it's low enough on your priority list, and you need to recognize that and not get butthurt when it's spoiled for you. You need to recognize within yourself
yeah, like
that you waited. It's not top priority for you, right? If you saw Star
Right.
Wars opening day, that's your top priority.
Right.
Right.
So my
Right.
I have two
Interesting.
beefs. I have two beefs with Godzilla. The first one is that I have three beefs with Godzilla. The first one is that since the first one, since the first movie, it's kind of been like a conspiracy theorist's like wet dream, right? Like the first one's like the humans are the infection and the Earth is getting hotter, like a human body gets hotter and it's antibodies, blah blah blah. Which like cool, all right, whatever. This one though with the hollow Earth thing, like that's cool. But it also was like this conspiracy theorist was right, and this conspiracy theorist podcaster was right. I'm like, that's cool, but it's a little boring.
No, I liked it. He was the only good actor in the movie. He was
But
fun.
you
Even
talking
though
about
he was,
Brian Tyree Henry?
yeah, he was the
Yeah,
Shia
he's
LaBeouf of the show. But you know what I mean? Like the wild, goofy guy that you're supposed to dislike. But he played the
Yeah.
role, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he did a great job.
You know what? I love the Hollow Earth theory, but I didn't like the portal to get there. I thought that was stupid. I realize it's like hundreds of thousands of miles of travel you need to do to get.
Yeah,
to
but
the
then
middle,
King Kong just climbs out.
Right. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. This is
The
this
second thing.
This movie was written on the toilet.
Yeah, the second beef I have is
Okay, well,
that
thank you, Ben, for admitting that.
the second beef I have is
This
that
movie has as many holes as Earth does.
Sure. Is that the guy that's piloting Mechagodzilla is the kid of Ken Watanabe's character, Dr.
Mhm.
Serizawa.
hmm
And the fact that he would do the exact opposite that what his dad would have done is fucking weird.
Pretty weird.
So that sucks. And then my last beef is that
Hold on though. Never mind. I mean, you're right. But,
Dr.
like,
Serizawa
he dies.
Tried to save
Yeah.
Godzilla.
But he dies, and the spirit of King Ghidorah takes over Mechagodzilla.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So I just want to say that
And that's the other thing.
for
is
public
that-
record.
That's the other thing is that I think that the Mechagodzilla got beaten too easily. Like there was no
Mm.
King Kong and Godzilla fighting together for a long time. It was like 20 seconds. And then
But-
Godzilla was like, make your axe hot, game over.
Yeah,
That was it.
you're right. But if you look at the level of spectacle, guys, we've all watched these Godzilla movies pretty recently. If you look at the pure, like think of a football game, 16 minutes of action, right? Think of
Right.
these last few Godzilla movies. This movie had the most kaiju
Oh, yeah.
action out of all of
Yeah,
them. Like just
For
pure unbridled fight scene without some human shit spliced in. I mean, maybe there is a little, but like lots
Yeah.
of CG, lots and lots, and probably because it's COVID, right? So this,
Yeah.
let's give people
Man,
some
King
CG
Kong-
because
King Kong fucking swinging around those flying things. Fucking great. Yeah.
CG was good.
It had good
King Kong as
moments.
a character was good. Godzilla was kind of took the back seat to this one, strangely. I think.
Yeah.
He was just sort of
I think
he
so,
was like a
too.
fly.
Yeah,
he
he
was
was not
like an
the focal
annoying.
point. Yeah.
Man. So.
I mean, visually, it was dope. I will give it that.
Yeah.
You know, I enjoyed the visual effects of it.
Yeah.
They did a good job.
Ryan only was able to skip through some of it. Ryan, were you attracted to any part that you landed on?
I don't know. I think the fight scenes are good, but yeah, I'd never liked the human appeal in the movies. Like they're never really good.
No.
Do you
But
think they can? Do you think they can? It's possible to make it good. That part good, or is it
I-
that part just doomed to be trash?
No,
It's-
like sorry, somebody else.
I think it's doomed to be trash. But on the other hand, like you can't just have the dinosaurs or like the monsters fighting. Like you have
That's
to
not a
have
movie.
some. Yeah, you have to have
Yeah.
some kind of reality to it, so you have to bring the human factor into it.
If
Like
it's
you
just
can't
monsters
just
fighting,
not
you're
say
watching.
anything.
You're
Yeah.
watching a fight stream. You're watching somebody's Twitch.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Sure.
just it's not a
Yeah.
movie. I think Tech.
If they put The Rock in it, I'd care.
Yeah. Did you watch Rampage?
Yes,
There you go. Like,
of course I watch Rampage.
I like the story in Pacific Rim a lot. I liked the whole brain melding thing. I like Idris Elba being a mentor to somebody, to the kid. You know, there's a lot of heart in that movie.
Yeah, that was done. It was done well.
Yeah,
Like,
so it's
but
possible.
it was
Right,
like relatable.
But it was
Right.
the
right?
human race trying to survive.
Right.
It's not Godzilla and King Kong fighting. Like
Yeah.
if you have to build it around the human race, so you can make a story around about it because that's just what the storyline is. But you
yeah,
can't.
the people
You're
don't
like, I
do
need- yeah.
anything in the King Kong or Godzilla movies. They're
Not
just
this
there.
time.
They don't
Not-
do anything.
Yeah. Well, they had that communicator box that was like Godzilla was chasing. Like Godzilla was chasing that device, the Mechagodzilla device. That's what was making Godzilla react in this movie. He was chasing that core.
It was the eye. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so humans had an impact. Just like humans in the last one is what unleashed all the monsters. That terrorist organization like unleashed Ghidorah, who was like like in the Antarctic
Yeah.
or something like that. Or Ghidorah, if I'm losing anybody. Anyway, the three-headed one. Anyway,
Yes.
big dumb,
Okay.
big dumb fun. Not too deep. Don't take yourself too seriously.
Not too deep.
Not too entertaining either.
I don't know why. I don't know
Um,
why I was entertained, but I was. I was watching the plot holes.
Because look at your poster. Look at the back of your posters. Of course,
I
you're
don't know
entertained.
why.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's move on
Mhm.
and let's do Mortal Kombat.
All right.
Has everyone seen Mortal Kombat?
Yes.
Are we, yes. Are we moving on? Or moving on? Okay.
Round
we can-
2. Fight.
Nice.
I love it. If we could do it every
Was
time.
the last one a
that'd be
flawless
great.
victory or not? We don't know. Probably not.
No.
Anyway.
No, I don't think it was flawless victory.
Okay. All right.
Flawful victory.
Okay, guys. Mortal Kombat.
And Mortal Kombat. What do you guys think?
I'll let everybody else go first. I think I'm the
Because
minority.
me and Ben already got into it about this.
Yeah, unfortunately, but I think I'm the minority here. But you guys go.
Ben hated it that much.
Mm-hmm.
Ben hated it so much.
Okay,
He
all right,
sent
hold
a
on.
message-
I didn't.
He sent a message so early into his viewing of
Yeah.
it. He was like, "Isn't this trash,
Yeah.
guys?"
I use the
Yeah,
word I
I'm
use
gonna
the
watch
word
it
I
now.
hate
It's
the most.
Trash. What?
I use my most hated word. No, I didn't hate it. Hate's reserved for things that I actually probably have like legit issues with. You know what I mean? Like hate's. I can't even think of a movie I actually like. Oh, Hellboy is pretty bad, but I hate's reserved for lesser things. I was pretty bored. But anyway, what did you guys think?
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed. I was entertained.
Yes.
Okay.
I was highly entertained. Now, like, it wasn't the end all be all, right? But it was just in my mind. If I think about the Mortal Kombat franchise, this was on par.
Yeah.
This was as entertaining.
Sure.
It was
I'll give
above
that.
par.
So
I
what's-
said it was above par before from the other two Mortal Kombat movies. It was better than those.
Absolutely.
So-
Absolutely. Yeah, it's way better than the movie that people view as the classic.
But I
Mortal
like
Kombat
that
movie.
story better. You know, we're not supposed to be
Sure.
watching these for this. That's a really dumb thing. I don't watch movies for the story.
You're telling me.
I like the story of the first movie better, even if like the production value and fighting of this one better, and of course gorier, right? But I liked Liu Kang trying to find his lost brother. I like the first one better.
Which was stupid. Why is Liu Kang's little brother fighting Shang Tsung? Why? Why?
He's like 12.
How is this even allowed?
You said that was fine. Like,
But you know what? I think also the original was like here. We're collecting these fighters for a tournament. Here's the tournament. We're in this new realm. Fight,
Yes.
fight.
yeah.
And then when Shang
what-
Tsung was watching the ring and somebody lost, flawless victory. Then that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'll get into why that doesn't make sense in a minute. But
Now I will agree.
so the
with
original
you on that
story
one.
was better, but the spectacle was
I-
better in this one.
The fact that they didn't have a tournament in Mortal Kombat, like there
Yeah.
was never a tournament.
Yeah.
That's kind of whack.
Yeah, they were like, let's make it a tournament. Like, oh, okay, so we're gonna just
We'll fight before the tournament. Like that's not even a rule. Like, you're not even allowed to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that
like-
was
that's-
part of the movie though, right? They weren't supposed to be.
yeah.
Yeah. I get it, but I would have appreciated more of the tournament style
Mhm.
if we're gonna be like true to the video game, right?
Right.
Like they definitely try to be as video game accurate as possible.
They even
Yeah.
talked
as
about
far as tone.
how Shang Tsung has won the last 7 tournaments or something like that.
Last
So
9,
Yeah,
so
Nine.
they've recognized the
10.
fact that they are going on, but not where the camera.
but not this one.
Right.
Yeah.
I
So I will say that's a legitimate writing problem of this movie is the plot wasn't as good as it could have been.
I thought they were gonna try and survive until the tournament after they attacked at the temple, and they would like retreat and then like meet on the in the it just the fact that
So like it's a
they're like
pre-tournament movie.
And then
yeah,
people
the
started
fact that they're
dying.
like you can't kill people before the tournament, that's bad. And then they're like, let's go kill them real quick. And I was like, hold on, you say you're not supposed to do that?
Well, no, but
also,
we know
if-
Shang Tsung was winning these tournaments for unlawful means. They
yeah.
mentioned that too.
that's why he won 9 in a row because he's
Sure.
dirty as fuck.
Yeah, we chased
Sure.
down the good ones.
Now,
Yeah.
if they do on some bigger picture shit where like this is just Shang Tsung being dirty as fuck, trying to win tournaments like dirty, but it didn't work this time, and actually get like the second movie will be the tournament, that would be kind of dope
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
on some big
But
picture.
Kung Lao
shit.
is dead.
I didn't like
and
that.
Melina's
He
dead.
died
Like,
so
they
fast.
killed
over
some
some stupid
major
shit.
characters, man.
But I felt
Well,
if
but
I was
they're not
watching a
dead.
one-off Mortal Kombat movie, then people have to die in the Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah.
I
They
know.
die-
I
have to.
they
Yeah,
die
but
at the end of every round in the video game. It only makes sense if they actually
Well, no,
die and stay dead.
I
in the
think
vi-
you
in the
treat it
movie.
like Apex. I think you treat it like Apex. Like they're playing a game. It's a tournament. And like even Shang Tsung at the end is like death's just another portal. and
Yeah,
then
how do they
all-
handle lore in the? We need Steve here. We
It's
need
a-
Tasty
it's a-
Steve here.
It's a tournament.
Well,
It's a tournament in another dimension. So the rules about life and death like don't matter.
And half the time they just come back anyway as a revenant. So
Mm.
Yeah. So you could have a tournament where someone gets killed and then their body like, and they just like, all right, I fucking lost. That would be dope. Make it
But-
video game as fuck because
but he
it's a
took his
video
soul. So
No,
He's
the
not
old
coming-
boy.
he's-
Old boy who got soul sucked that's
He's
different.
just
I don't
holding
know
on to
how
his
they-
soul. He
he
can.
he gone.
he gone. He's gonna punch him in the. Somebody's gonna punch him in the gut so hard his soul comes back out.
All his
Just like
souls
throws
fall
that
out.
shit up. Just bleh, like.
I dropped all my souls.
But like he did one thing. He was like standing in the middle of the ring. She came in and he was like, "All right, you're dead." And he's like, "All right, I'm dead. Fuck it, I'm out." Like you did nothing. Like you gave what's
he threw his hat?
face
And, he threw his hat and missed.
Yeah.
So pro move there.
solid.
Well, the teleport was hard though.
Yeah.
Like he teleported. We got to see that. That was dope.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have a problem with Cole?
I had a problem with.
Here's my problem
all
with Cole.
of them.
Here's my problem with Cole.
Ben's like,
I like Cole.
hate this movie.
No, hates.
Let me tell you what I like about Cole.
Hates reserve.
Nothing. Let me tell you what the problem I have.
Yeah.
It's,
Cole is introduced as a weak character, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of bad. Like you can't give us all these strong people and then give us this weak character and expect us to gravitate towards them. And like, why do we care about his redemption? He's like, I thought that was kind of a weak plot point.
Sure.
Even though overall I like the character, but like one of the big problems that I have in hindsight is him fighting Goro. Like, why would Shang Tsung send Goro,
the weakest one.
like the guy amongst all his guys,
Prince
to
Goro.
fight the weakest one?
Right, a prince.
Yeah.
And then the weakest one killed the prince. Like,
So my biggest-
Did they know that he was the bloodline though?
No, I don't think
At that point?
they did.
No.
I think they knew he had the marking and they just wanted to kill everyone who had the marking. So
Yeah.
why send Goro? Like
Yeah.
that
My beef with Cole is that like we live in a world where comic
Society.
book movies whatever where comic book movies are huge and video games outsell like film and TV combined every
Yeah.
year.
video games are a
So-
much bigger deal than comics.
So why no comic book movies I mean are like top grossing. Like everyone
know.
the
Yeah.
I'm-
nerd
yeah.
culture is here, right?
Right.
Why did they have to make an audience surrogate in a Mortal Kombat? It's not like they made a Mortal Kombat movie and people were like, "What's that?" Everyone fucking knew. So why did they make up a
But see,
character for us to relate to?
th-
Like, why didn't they just
I
have the fucking tournament?
Right.
Because we know
liked-
that.
Well, here's why they made the character because they wanted they wanted a Daryl Dixon. Does that make sense? They wanted
Sure, right. No,
And
like,
every
they want to
yeah.
and every man.
create something that they can make money off
Oh,
of if it works.
Okay, I see what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? Because Daryl Dixon's not in the comics,
Right.
but like they can't kill him. Like they can't get rid of him. Like people love him too
You
much.
think Cole's about to
They
be in the
make-
next Mortal Kombat game?
He signed for 4? Or was that someone else in the movie who signed for 4 Mortal Kombat movies?
Holy shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So like, yeah, this is not just a one-off thing for them. Like this is a big thing, and I don't mind their logic behind it. Right? Like, let's create a character. Like this is what they do in the video games. Every fucking video game, there's a new character.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you think they're gonna add Cole to the roster?
I
would assume so.
If they'd be smart, they would be smart. They would.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, they can't put him in the movie and then not add him. That would be really fucking stupid.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he needs to be in Mortal Kombat 12.
Yeah,
for sure.
I like the Tobias. I like the John Tobias and Ed Boon shout out in the beginning of the movie.
I missed it.
It's when what's the robot arm guy's name? Jax.
Jax.
When Jax walks up to Cole after in the locker room, he's talking about winning a fight against Eddie Boone. Hey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So cool. Man, so much of this movie I dislike because it's too cheesy for me. But like at the same time, I like it because it's so fucking corny.
Right.
Like people killing somebody and being like flawless victory. It's so fucking dumb. But I mean, it's cool, I guess.
I mean, they did it. They did it in the last one too.
But it
They
made
also
more
did it-
sense if it was a tournament and someone
Right.
dies and the guy
Yeah.
officiating the tournament says it.
Right.
But
Like
but
victory,
like killing
yeah.
somebody and being like fatality. What?
Yo, if
Oh,
I
shit.
ever kill someone, I'm doing that now, dude. Stand over there with flawless victory.
Yeah.
So he's watching like, what the fuck? What I did
Yeah.
like about the movie though
Would
is
you still say it with handcuffs on?
Fatality.
just
Nice.
you're in the courtroom, just flawless victory.
You have anything to say about for yourself before the sentencing comes down?
What I do like though is in the first movies, like it seems like they're going up against these badass superhuman people. Then they're just humans, and like we just have humans to defend us,
Yeah.
Which is unfair.
which is unfair as fuck. So I like the idea of like unlocking some inner power to put you on the same playing field.
I'm glad
I
you
did-
like
I
that.
did like
because the
that.
fighting game community fucking hates that idea. But
Here's the thing.
So
I saw
Go ahead.
You just think we have these martial arts fucking people that are gonna go against everybody else in other dimensions? Like, come
Prince,
on,
yeah, Prince Goro and
yeah, like come on, dude.
I saw a Facebook post that said, we've been playing these games for a long time of our lives. Didn't really get stories until like Tekken 7 or Mortal Kombat 10. No one asked any questions why these regular humans were throwing shit fire out of their hands to begin with.
Yeah.
Right.
So like now that you got an explanation, what's the fucking problem?
This is terrible.
See, I didn't want an explanation. They already threw fire out of their
No.
hands. So like,
No.
cool. That guy
If
throws
Luke-
fire. I don't
Dude,
even
and
know
that-
why.
one of the- when Liu Kang in the first Mortal Kombat 1990 whatever 5 Mortal Kombat when he like hits Shang Tsung and like little fire things come out of his hands, completely unexplained, completely just kind of random and pointless. At least this gave it some legs. It gave it a little bit of okay, we're in a fantasy world anyway. That what you can't take? You can take the walking lizard that fights and turns invisible.
any fiction.
No,
You
like
can't
if
take
you
that.
any
but if you
fiction
took
can be
half the-
over-explained.
Yeah,
right?
if they took like 5 minutes and were like, you have this marking, that means you have powers. That's all I needed to know. I didn't need like a third of the movie to be dedicated to them like honing themselves to learning their power. That's
It
we
felt
all
like
hate
an
origin.
origin-
We all
It's
hate
an origin story
stories.
nobody asked for. Yeah.
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 And
Also,
like you
it's
said,
an origin story to move into the sequels, though. Who knows how good these sequels are going to be
Sure,
after this?
that's the other thing.
This is the shit
next
movie
movies
to make
don't
the
have
better.
do-
Yeah,
also
this could
shot
be-
during COVID, right?
yeah.
Mhm.
So
It has to have a lot to do with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you don't front like the Hanzo and what's the guy's name? Bihan. Is it Bihan?
Bihan was Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You can't tell me the Hanzo Bihan storyline wasn't dope as fuck.
Oh yeah.
It was dope. I wish that we saw more Hanzo. I was mad that he only showed up at the very end. It'd been cool if he'd been
I
like
was mad about that
helping
too.
his ancestor, his descendant.
Unfortunately,
find
I,
his
Yeah.
power.
I,
But
I had to say this in and I guess it's now our other show, but I thought the movie really came together when it felt like Mortal Kombat. When everybody was trained and had their powers, Thought the last 30 minutes was really good.
Really
Yeah.
good.
Except for the one-liners, but like the fights were great. Scorpion vs Sub-Zero was great.
Jax clapping a dude's fucking head off.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah,
That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
It felt really good. But by and large, it was just, I like cheesy. I like cheesy movies. I like movies that are intentionally cheesy. I feel like you can do cheese without being cringe, and this just felt more like cringe than cheese. So
I felt like it was wonderful, beautiful cheese.
and everybody likes different cheese.
It
so
was a charcuterie board of action.
It was a shark coochie board.
sure.
I would watch it again. And now, would I watch? I can never finish Annihilation, but I would watch this again. And if another one comes out, I'd watch it.
I feel bad.
Yeah,
I'm the
I
only
think-
one that watched Annihilation.
I tried so bad. Dude, I paid for it, and I was like, yeah, I guess I just lost that money. Like, I guess I'm just out that fucking dough.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to get through.
But yeah, I didn't.
And
I
this was
didn't.
not.
No, I didn't hate this. I'd watch it again. I actually have to watch it again because I watched the first half with Amanda, and I was like, I have to watch the second half without you. She was like, fine. So I'll watch the second half again. That was also why I didn't get to it until today, because I was like, homie, you go to bed too early. Yeah, I didn't hate this. I would watch this before I'd watch Kong and Godzilla again. I would
do that
I would
as
fast through the
well.
fight.
I'm not
scenes-
watching
to the fight
either
scenes.
one in long format.
Okay, Downer. Jesus.
I'm not gonna.
Right.
I'm not gonna watch either
The
one.
gore alone of Mortal Kombat, the movie, like the gore alone is worth a rewatch.
Sure.
Like the
And the
like the
action is
start,
solid.
the first fight scene, like all of that shit that was going on was insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like they had a
insane.
great opening scene. Like
yeah,
fantastic.
opening was amazing.
Yeah.
I want to.
And I felt like the fights that people weren't supposed to know how to fight, they didn't know how to fight. Like Cole was out of place in the turn. And Kano wasn't really a fighter, and it kind of showed. I like
Yo,
the level of choreography.
Kano was
choreography.
Kano was fucking great.
Yeah.
But him, as
His
the
character
actor, he
was
killed
great,
it.
yeah.
He fucking killed it. Did you know that like Kano is Australian because the actor in the first one was like, fuck it. He'd be
Yeah.
funnier if he was like this.
Nice.
Yeah, he made that.
Yeah.
He made a call,
fucking
Yeah.
great.
and now that's what it
Fucking
is.
great. And they lean into it again here. But like that scene where they're at Sonya Blade's like trailer. And
Yeah.
he's just being an absolute prick. It's the greatest. I loved it every minute. Yeah. This movie's not bad.
Not bad at all. It's not great.
It's not great.
Well, let's give it a grade.
What's a
'Cause
yeah? I was gonna say,
love-
what's a grade? What's a grade?
We got to give it a grade. Ben, go first. What grade you got?
F minus.
No.
A 0. Did not complete.
F's are reserved for complete failures in filmmaking, and this is not it. It's a C. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Hey, Caleb.
C plus.
Okay. Sarge.
I'll give it a B plus. But I'm like I'm easily thrilled with movies though. Like Godzilla, like the parts that I watched, they weren't bad. Like I'm not gonna knock it real bad. I'm just like the action. So
I'd give
Yeah,
this a B
that's
minus
over
because I'd
here.
watch it before fucking Justice League.
Jesus.
what? No. All right, Tech.
Yeah.
What's your grade? Tech. What's your grade?
My grade is I'm gonna just give it a B.
Okay.
B minus. I'll give it a B minus because I don't want it to feel like it's the smartest kid in the class, right? Because it's not.
Right.
But I just want to feel like it did just enough to get by. Like you coasted through it, but you did a good job visually, except for the lightning force field.
Oh my god.
Yo, that was
That really
some
irks my
90s
heart. Somebody-
shit.
As somebody
That
who
was some 90s shit. Oh,
as somebody
man.
who's teaching students how to use Photoshop for the first time, that looks like somebody brought the wrong JPEG into the movie and blew it up, and it's a big blurry mess. Why was it so blurry, dude?
Why? I don't know. That's some weird
That was
shit.
a weird
dude.
effect.
I've played PUBG. The lightning wall in PUBG is higher def than this.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like,
Like-
that was like somebody. It's like you were squinting while watching Minecraft. That's what it looked like.
It was really bad, and it like the moment he put it up, I flinched like I was about to get hit. I was like, oh.
I have to mention Interlight
Is-
in the chat mentioned a couple things. When you guys said they have superhumans, what do we have? He said we've got steroids. And then finally he said here I would at least had someone attempt to gun down Sub-Zero because he says, "I feel like the moment guns are established in your world, I need a reason you're not using them."
Well, Jax tried to use a gun on Sub-Zero.
That's true.
That's
Didn't
true.
work out for him
Yeah,
very well.
not at all.
Not at
And
all.
then he became Arm Zero.
Yeah. Raiden's eyes were very annoying. The fact that it was lightning the whole time. You can't just have
I liked
normal
his
fucking
eyes.
eyes. But yeah,
I liked his eyes.
use them.
right?
You should have white eyes when you're using your powers, not when you're just
Yeah.
fucking standing there.
I like that they were glowing a little bit. Like this dude has like thunder. Like he travels with thunder through anywhere.
Yep.
I like that his eyes. I did feel like the character was an afterthought though.
Yep. He has thunder. He has thunder and no fucking hope. Like he was such a downer. These are the people I have. Fuck it. Might as well just quit. Like what?
I like how he said-
you didn't even try.
I like how he sent Shang Tsung away though. Like, yeah, you're out of here. I'm in control.
Yeah.
You're not. Bye bye. I think Shang Tsung looked like kind of plump and dumpy. I just don't think he just was not an imposing character to me. He was just sort of like a I don't know, like a Keebler elf.
We got spoiled with the original.
Yeah.
And he's in the game
Because
now.
that guy was fucking. That guy would look like Shang Tsung in the first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Like he embodied Shang Tsung and like.
You know why this Shang
Yeah.
Tsung didn't work for me? I didn't think he was plump and dumpy, but he is the guy that Batman fucking
Punks.
So the Joker extorted, or
yeah,
like,
he kidnaps from Hong Kong, and the Joker points
Mhm.
to him and goes, "I know a squealer when I see one." And I saw his face and was like, "Fuck, this ruined. You can't do anything for me. That's it."
Interlight also says, in reference to the gun scene, he says maybe he didn't understand you can stand across the street and use them.
Also, when Sub-Zero goes in the building, just leave. He's like, follow
Yeah,
me
like,
here.
what-
It's just like, all right, I'm going this way. Fuck it. He's not gonna know I'm leaving.
I'm a
Um,
tier 1 operative. I've fought people with powers.
and then, so hot take, guys, ready?
Oh, what? You? No.
I
Go ahead.
didn't like Sub-Zero's outfit.
I didn't like the shoulder pads
They're too narrow.
or the turtleneck he had.
Yeah, the turtleneck looked like that MVA foam that cosplayers use.
Yeah.
And when he threw his mask down, it like bounced like a rubber Johnny Brock's dungeon mask. And like a cheap rubber mask. And his shoulders were too narrow. Like if you're gonna put a guy in cosplay, at least bulk him up a little bit. But he had like weird narrow little shoulders and weird narrow little shoulder armor. It looked really cheap.
Maybe their costume fab studio went under because of COVID.
Also-
2022.
Also, at the end, they could have left it as, I'm going to go to Hollywood. And then 3 seconds later, decided to pan to a poster that said Johnny Cage on it. It's like, okay. You don't have to like hint at it and then be like, all right,
Like,
this
we
is
knew.
exactly what
Everybody
we're doing.
knows.
Yeah,
it's like saying it's like saying a joke and be like, get it?
Yeah.
You know,
And the
like,
name
Yeah,
of
they-
the movie.
It's like saying,
Yeah.
"I'm your father, Darth Vader."
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, what the, like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
as soon as he said Hollywood, I was like, oh, it's happening. Okay. He's my favorite character. So I got excited.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm excited to
Well, we
see
have
what
Hopefully he
lots of-
dies.
next.
Hopefully he dies in the first 5 minutes. That's all I want to know.
Trying to
The
nut
next
punch
movie.
somebody and somebody just grabs him by the neck. He's like, yeah, no.
okay, let's move on.
All right, we can move on.
To the thing, probably nobody has anything negative to say. Probably.
All
I
right.
imagine.
You know, the only problem is they talked about race.
His speech was terrible. It's like, what?
Before we,
I
yeah.
just don't like the message.
Really
you know?
tired of everything being about race.
Can we keep
cancel it and move on.
politics out of our fucking movies? No.
Keep politics out of comics.
Final round. Fight.
Very good.
You know, about that though, like I do find it those type of comments, I find it that's kind of the purpose of why they did what they did, right? For the people who think like that, for the people who say those type of things, and there are lots of them.
Yeah.
Who insist that, you know, Marvel is Disney and Marvel are just trying to interject their opinions in politics, but no, this is kind of what Marvel's been doing forever.
They also have the
If you read
platform
comic
too.
books. It's not nothing new. This is,
Yeah.
you know, the Isaiah Bradley story is not new. They didn't just make that up.
Right.
So yeah, I commented on something from Emergency Awesome, which is a YouTuber, on his Twitter. People kind of was saying that, and I was like, you guys are the reason why they made it.
Yeah.
You are
Yep,
the
you-
squeaky wheels, and this is the grease.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They have the platform to do it. I mean, how many millions of people are going to watch this? Like, that's the platform to do it. And for some reason, people don't want to stand up like Captain America did to senators directly to their face and be like, "Hey, you were trash people. Fucking fix this." Like, come on now.
How do you
I
guys feel
love
of it? Go ahead, Caleb.
No, I love that it's so like Marvel has been kind of like editorial and it's what we're gonna take from the comics kind of approach. This is very much like new Captain America, Sam Wilson Captain America. Like the suit's the same, the looks the same, the attitude's the same, like the conditions. Like it just feels really good. I was trolling Twitter one day and one of my favorite comic book writers, Rick Remender, was talking about how energized he was seeing this because like he and his artist fought for Sam's Captain America to keep his wings. And Marvel Comics didn't want them to. And then like the look that they went with in that first run is the look that like Marvel Studios went with in this run. And that's just really cool.
That's wild.
And when it added more to the fact that when people were like, it's too racial to like fucking point, like this is the exact suit from this comic. That story is really fucking close to exactly this. So like the fuck do you mean? Like this is how it's always been. It's like when people were like X-Men's getting political. Fucking made it in the 60s.
Yeah.
It was
It's
what it was.
about the civil rights.
It's about civil rights.
movement.
Like fucking.
The fuck you talking about?
What?
Fuck you mean?
Yeah, exactly. Ben, you were about to say something before I got into that.
I was just trying to, just lead us down a review path. Like how did you guys feel like this wrapped up the series? Like as a finale, it's a final episode.
I think it was lighter than I would have wanted, and I think that the general people would have wanted. Like as far as the action, it kind of hit in the beginning, but like I thought it was a good wrap of what the story was they're trying to say.
Yeah.
I was generally saddened that Carly died.
Yep.
Yeah.
I really liked her character a lot, even though she was way off the deep end by the end of it, which they kind of made it as a justification of killing her. I kind of saw that coming. But the whole arc and like where it ends, where like none of them, they're not the name of the show anymore, right?
Right.
Like Falcon is not Falcon anymore, and the Winter Soldier is not the Winter Soldier anymore, and I think that's kind of dope.
Yeah. It would have been dope if the end credit said Captain America and White Wolf.
Or
But I think
Bucky.
that
Or Bucky Barnes.
Or Bucky Barnes, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that may have taken away from it being focused on Sam's journey. So I'm
It
glad to
wasn't
get why
though.
they
It was
didn't.
both. No,
It was a
both.
journey for both, but
Yeah,
but
in fact,
his was
it was
his
very
was the
much a
more
journey for both.
yeah, his was the main one though. Like
It was and it wasn't. People complained in the middle that it was losing its focus. That we were more focused. We lost focus of him going after the shield. We were more focused on Bucky. We're more
Right.
focused on Zemo or something else, some other aspect of the story. So I liked the ebb and flow. It's fine. I had no complaints. But I think that would have been great if they changed. Yeah, why did he get to lose the Falcon moniker, but Bucky didn't lose the
In like
Winter
the
Soldier?
first,
I
in like
think-
the first episode, he tells Sam it's not Winter Soldier anymore. It's
Right,
White
that's
Wolf.
pretty weird, man. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean that's probably just an oversight on their part.
Yeah.
They didn't think about it. Yeah, they just changed the
Or-
Falcon because they changed.
Yeah. Or they're gonna have, or they have more plans for Sebastian Stan to like become the White Wolf on screen, which would be dope.
It sounds like they sort of made fun of it, though.
Yeah, I don't think White Wolf
I don't-
would have.
Don't think he likes
I don't think White Wolf would have been. I don't know, especially with this like.
Black Falcon
I
and
don't
White
know,
Wolf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think with that.
Yeah,
So I
but in the
think
comics,
an appropriate.
it was Black Panther and White Wolf. Like they
Yeah.
hung out. That was their thing. So like,
Yeah, they came close.
yeah,
I would just, because obviously that's not going to happen now, but I would have liked the Bucky Barnes.
yeah. Yeah.
He's no longer the Winter Soldier because he's not.
No.
But he's still fucked up. But
He seems
I don't know.
seems mostly fixed.
This
think
is more Bucky that I want to see. Like the good time, fucking hanging out, like just vibing at that
Uncle-
party, like
Uncle
just have
Bucky,
Uncle
yeah.
Bucky, yeah, dude, he was fucking vibing, dude.
man, how about that relation? How about that chemistry between the two of them? Like
It's
throughout
good.
that, how that just evolved.
Yeah.
But it was like I don't know. It was really good.
Yeah.
I loved it. I think
I
this,
also I don't like Sharon Carter's character at all.
I think her being the power broker is kind of dumb because her aunt is
I
fucking
think-
Peggy
Carter,
Carter.
dude.
I think it's a red herring.
So
yeah,
she was literally called the power broker.
Yeah.
No,
But
somebody
she does
said.
call
Yes,
some.
no, Carly did.
Someone called. her
Carly
that,
said,
yeah.
You're the power broker," and she didn't say, "Yes, I
No,
am."
she
It
shrugged.
was-
She shrugged. She went,
and she takes a call at the end, and we saw Zemo kill someone. So no, I don't. I think Zemo's a power broker.
"Oh, I can't wait for Thunderbolts."
Dude, even in the credits, Sharon Carter is called the power broker. So if they're lying, they're lying hardcore on us.
You sure about that?
Go look it up, bro.
She's definitely the power broker.
100% the power broker.
It's
One-
Now
weird.
you can try to save their writing, but
No.
I don't
I'm
think
not trying to be a white knight here. I just thought,
you trying to be the white wolf.
yeah, I just thought it was inconclusive. Sort of like when you see somebody like die off screen, you're like, oh, they might not be dead. You know,
Sure.
like
You're
Game
just
of
hoping. You're hoping. You're like this is us hoping Mephisto still comes out somewhere.
it,
You know what I'm saying? Like it's
well, I think more importantly, everybody, the super nerds saw Agatha Harkness coming.
Yeah, we all did.
And then we were right. And I think most everybody saw Sharon Carter being the power broker.
yeah.
And it's just so it just kind of sucks a little that we were right again. But whatever.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm kind of excited about whether or not they do Thunderbolt. This show sets up a lot, right?
Yeah.
We get like the Young Avengers even more set up because we got Kate Bishop coming in later
Got
this
some
year.
Dark
I guess, with
Avengers setting
Hawkeye.
up kind of too.
But we got not Elijah Bradley. His grandson is the guy who becomes Patriot later, and he like leads the Young Avengers. And then they also set up Thunderbolts, which is like Marvel's Suicide Squad kind of, and Zemo's a part of that. So like,
It's also setting up Dark Avengers, Caleb.
what's Dark Avengers?
That's U.S. Agent and Miss Marvel.
Oh, sure.
And if we bring Luke Cage back, or
Power Man.
we get a new Norman Osborn, maybe. So
Oh my God, the
What's his name? What's Luke Cage's name? Derek Coulter. We need
Mike
somebody to
Mike
call
Coulter,
him.
yeah,
Mike
fucking
Coulter,
Mike
yeah.
Coulter.
Bring him back, dude.
I want to. And yeah, bring him on back.
It's
Yep.
whatever,
That'd be amazing.
whatever money he asks for, give it to him.
Yep.
Also, Ghost Rider's a part of the Thunderbolts, and please God, I want
Yeah.
more. I want more
Yeah.
Ghost Rider.
Would you accept the Car Latino version?
Robbie Reyes, fuck yeah,
Yeah.
Robbie Reyes rocks. He was in the Agents of Shield, so it would make sense. But Johnny Blaze, no, yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
Johnny Blaze also. The guy, Johnny Blaze, Johnny Storm, fucking whatever.
Yeah, they weren't reaching real hard.
No,
on that.
they didn't try real hard at all. And we get Taskmaster and Black Widow, who's also a Thunderbolt.
That's
Fuck yeah,
right.
let's
Yep.
go. It's gonna be dope. I love this show. I have some friends that were like really nagging it, and like someone finished the show in a group chat I'm in was like, I'm embarrassed, and I was like, the fuck.
He's
And then
embarrassed.
I tried to. I'm embarrassed for them, like the people who made the show. Like he thought it was so bad.
May I ask, what does he do?
I mean, I'm not gonna blow someone's spot up. I was trying to be vague about it.
Masturbates 3
Is this
times a
somebody
day.
I know?
No.
I'm
Good.
not trying to figure out who this is. I'm just. How do you be embarrassed for someone? I don't get it. Be embarrassed for
like,
somebody who
but
embarrasses
also,
themselves
like-
on American Idol, not.
No, but also like I
Unless
tried
someone
to
tries to tell a
to
story about
defend the show a
Race
little
relations
bit.
in America.
I tried to defend the show a little bit, and like my last thing was like, before this show, Bucky had no personality. Their quick response was, he still doesn't, and I was like, cool.
He didn't
you
watch.
Did like it. I was like, you didn't like it, and I did. That's fine.
He didn't
We can
watch-
Walk away.
Oh my God! Did you see the range Sebastian Stan had on his fucking
Yes.
show, bro?
Yep.
The range.
From
Like,
joking about the
all kinds-
wizards in the first episode to like crying in Wakanda.
Can we like give him some award from somewhere?
credit.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like an MTV award or something for this shit?
MTV
He
award.
fucking killed it.
I would like to say in defense of the show, because I didn't want to poo-poo it for picking Sharon Carter as the Shadow Broker. I think the one big reveal we got, the big takeaway, not only are the balls on the studio for writing this, like now,
Yeah. Yep.
when with BLM always being some sort of pincushion for or and SJW and all that being thrown around all these years, like it's really bold for them to do this. But aside from that, so that the power broker being sort of a throwaway, but it's like Elijah, was it Taylor?
Bradley.
What's
Bradley.
Bradley?
Uh,
Isaiah
yeah.
Bradley. Putting Isaiah Bradley in there was our big reveal, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's our
So,
big like holy
Yeah,
shit
it's dope.
moment.
let me go deeper into why I like the show. I know we don't have a ton of time left, but when Cap gave Sam the shield, I thought it was a great gesture, but I couldn't imagine how it would be if Sam was Captain America in our world, right?
Yeah.
Like, in just as these fictitious characters, these actors playing these fictitious characters, I couldn't understand how that would work, right? And I was just like, there's no way that they can pull that off. It's just America does not like black people this much enough for that, right? And when they announced Falcon and Winter Soldier, I was like, I knew it. I knew they weren't gonna be able to do it, right? Like I knew like they're not gonna make him Captain America. Like it's not gonna be a thing because this is America. And then the show came out, and the emotional roller coaster I went on with every scene with Isaiah Bradley, and every scene with Sam coming, trying to understand why, like trying to convince people around him who know that he's a good person and deserves to be Captain America, like to see like that interaction. It was emotional for me. And then by the end of it, I 100% believe that he is Captain America now.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I feel in my heart that was the purpose of the show. And I made a tweet about it and saying that Disney had to spend $150 million to convince all of us that a black man can be Captain America.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And that's why this show is not only fun, a Marvel show to watch, but important
Yep.
and impactful for society.
100%.
Period.
well said.
I remember thinking initially that I think I had several conversations, and some of us maybe even had conversations that like the keys to like when we found out that we were gonna get John Walker as US agent, and when we found out that this was gonna in fact be about like Sam and the Shield and that journey, I remember saying in several conversations that like I don't think Disney, who like in the past has taken money from the military, from the government, to like include them in movies. Like the Pentagon paid them for Captain Marvel because like the Air Force is prominently featured in it, right? I remember saying I don't think Marvel has the ability to tell a story about the government just being bad. Just like period. None of them are good. They're all assholes. And also to tell the story of like a black Captain America, a lot like you were saying, Tech. And like the fact that we got both of those things very clearly was like I remember 3 or 4 episodes in when you were watching John dive, looking at my wife and my grandma who were watching it with me and being like, this was great. Because I was just on cloud 9 because I was like, holy shit, like they're doing it. They're doing it. They're making John Walker a piece of shit. And like the whole show I was just geeked because I was like everything I wanted them to do, they did. And it set up a whole bunch of dope shit. And then they confirmed Captain America 4 as soon as the finale came out, which
Mhm.
is dope. And it's obvious to me why they waited, because if they had announced it, then people would be like, hey, he's gonna be Captain America at the end, which we all kind of knew.
Yeah.
But getting there together as a community was cool. Well, bless you.
I think it was to bounce on both of your points. I suppose it was interesting to see that Sam had to try to convince everybody for 5 episodes why he shouldn't be, to learn himself and AKA us on why he should.
Oh my god. Yeah, you're right. There's a scene I replayed for my grandma from episode 5 just after they get the shield back from Walker in that warehouse that like really fucking worked for me. Like as Bucky like gets up and picks up the shield, he walks over to Sam and then like holds it out at his arm length to look at the blood all over it and then throws it down next to him, and the look on Bucky's face to Sam in that moment is so good because it just feels like Bucky being like, it's fucking yours.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's looking at Bucky like, this is why this was supposed to be for you.
Yep.
Yeah, he had to
And,
give
like-
him the shield again, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
And he throws it down at him, and of course the first thing you see on it's the blood. And that look from
Mhm.
Bucky of just like, this was supposed to be fucking yours. And we just had to fight
Yep.
it from this piece fight it from this piece of shit. Whew. It's
Uh,
good.
Dude, that show has so many good, powerful
Yeah.
moments, man.
Oh, there's when they're on the.
When Bucky
Go ahead.
apologizes to Sam for having the conversation with Cap off screen and in game, and them not understanding why this would be such a problem.
Yeah. Oh, I was about to say that. Bring that up too. Like that, we also theorized in Endgame that when Cap is leaving and Bucky says, "I'll miss you," it was because Bucky knew he wasn't coming back.
Yeah, they knew.
But this show has straight up made it clear that they had that conversation. Cap was like, "I'm not
That's
coming
insane,
back,
dude.
and I'm gonna be giving the shield to Bucky or to Sam." Which also, I love that Bucky was like, I don't know, we don't know that conversation, right? But like, there was no part of that made it seem like Bucky disagreed with that decision. He wasn't
Right.
like, "No, I deserve it." It made it very clear that Bucky was like, "Nope, it's not mine. It's his. It's
Yeah.
definitely his."
Man, so good.
You guys
so
catch
good.
multiple people asking if Captain America was on the moon,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
3
I'm
times.
Captain America. Isn't he on the moon? What? Love
And
it,
also,
love it.
I want to call attention to how much I enjoyed Walker's redemption.
Redemption?
Yeah.
I'm glad he
Yeah.
I'm glad
yeah,
he came back
Yes.
and helped.
He made a choice.
he helped
in
save-
the finale.
He helped save the day, and then that sort of boyish, I'm back, when at the end when he got his colors, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think
I
that's
never
redemption,
thoroughly
though.
hated him. Of course it is.
I never did either.
I never thoroughly hated him. He just
Because the thing about John Walker is he's not racist.
obviously
Like he's not, right? Like he's literally not. But like what he represents is a part of America that is racist, or not necessarily racist, but benefiting from privilege.
Sure.
And I thought that was dope. I liked him. I actually liked him as a bad guy. Like I liked his character all the way.
Yeah.
Like if I want to see the U.S. agent.
is he an anti-hero?
I think he's an anti-hero. I don't
Yeah.
think he's
No, he's a hero with an edge.
I don't think he's redeemed 100% for me because the chick that's giving him a job and gave him the name USA is like has ties to Hydra. Like the job he just got's not good.
Yeah, but she had ties of like fucking over Hydra too. She was a double agent type chick.
Sure, but like he's gonna do Punisher shit, which like I love
And
Punisher.
we all like Punisher.
Homies.
So.
I love Punisher, but he's not redeemed, right?
He's
Like
redeemed in
I
my
don't
book.
think he
First
did
of all,
anything wrong.
First of all,
Ooh.
he's the son of Kurt Russell, so he's all right with me.
Did you just say
And
you don't
Goldie
think John
Hawn.
Walker did anything wrong? Mike?
You saying Cap didn't kill any people?
He didn't kill any surrendering civilians.
He killed plenty of people. They just weren't on camera.
Hey, Cap killed some people.
Right.
Cap put
I
people down.
am
dude.
not gonna
Right, right,
allow-
but-
I am
but
not
he
gonna
didn't
allow comparison to Cap
assassinate
killing a Hydra
or-
agent
That-
to
that you
this
saw.
dude murdering a guy that
Nah,
didn't do
he-
anything.
he executed him in the square. He didn't
Like John
just kill
Walker
him. He
said.
executed him.
What do you think they're doing over in wars? Like you think they being nice about it
You
and doing it
thi-
behind closed doors?
Do you think they're good people?
He is of U.S. agent when he looked at the dude and he said, "I am what you made me to be."
Yeah.
He wasn't lying.
No, but that doesn't make him good, and that's not. They didn't
He
make him a
killed a-
good thing.
The dude didn't
He
even
killed a
kill
bad
his
guy.
friend.
He killed a
He
bad
didn't
guy.
even
kill a
guys.
bad guy.
Yes, he did.
He killed a murderer, dude.
That
They're
guy-
a murderer.
no,
no
hold
matter
on.
how much you like the Flag Smashers, dude. One dude from the KKK can't come over and you be cool with him. Like if he's a part of the KKK, like it's still a problem.
No, hold on. The
Like,
the only the only people the Flag Smashers
No.
killed were killed by Carly, and
killed by. They're all Flag
this
Smashers,
guy
dude.
didn't kill anybody.
Then
Carly punched.
Then he probably shouldn't have been there.
What? That's hold on. The logic you're using fucking sucks. If you're next to a friend who shoots somebody, and then someone comes and shoots you,
And you
just shouldn't
and you
have been
travel
there?
together in a van from country to
You
country
roll
doing
out together,
terrorist shit.
You're an accessory
No,
of murder.
hold on. The whole arc of the show is about how Carly's doing shit, and the whole crew's like, "What the fuck is going on?" To the point where in the last
They're right though.
to
Yep.
the point where in the last episode
very
she
end.
says
Mm-hmm.
to the point where in the last episode she says one world and no one says anything. They're all
they-
fucking
but
like,
they
what
did.
the fuck
It
is
again.
happening?
And then they
He said it
did.
again,
Yes, yes,
and they did.
y'all are-
They fell right back in line, dude.
There were no
Alright.
dissenters in that Flag Smashers, Caleb. You don't have
Yes,
a leg
there
to stand
were.
on. No,
Yes, there
where were they?
were.
What did they do? In
So you're just lumping everybody together despite
Yes.
like people who don't have power. Like we're talking about like a power dynamic, right?
Let me keep it real with you. I blame good cops because they don't call out bad cops in the same way that you know. See what I'm saying? Like they're a part of this
the
organization.
homie that John Walker
but they're not
killed
doing
didn't
anything.
kill anybody, and voiced
Sucks to
out
suck.
loud that he didn't think that killing people was okay, and talked about looking up to Captain America, and did not kill Lamar, which is why John killed him.
He was on the wrong side.
Right,
wearing the
right,
wrong
but
uniform
John
in that
went.
situation.
John went and killed him because he thought that he killed Lamar. He didn't kill Lamar. That
doesn't
was
matter,
no.
though.
That was his reasoning for executing him right there in that moment.
Yep.
But
He was like he killed him because he killed because he said he killed Lamar. He didn't know he didn't even know who killed Lamar, and he just went out and killed this one guy.
Literally, the chick who punches when Carly punches Lamar, she takes her mask off instantly and says, "I didn't mean to do that." There's no fucking chance John didn't know that
John,
this guy
John
didn't
knew that
kill
was her.
Kill him.
But that's still not the point, though.
But
It's not the point
y'all's
is the
point
guy is on the
point
team.
is that John
Now, he's
Walker
not
did
Captain
nothing
America.
wrong.
He's not Captain America material.
No.
But if we're fighting villains and he kills one, he's fighting villains and he killed one.
Yep.
Like there's
Yep.
no gray area here.
Yep.
Like
The guy wasn't a villain.
he's a fucking villain.
Okay.
The
Dude,
fight was
whole-
over.
Sam's legitimate point at the end was that, like, did anybody ask why they were doing what they were doing?
Hold on.
They
Hold
weren't
on.
all
Hold
bad
on.
people. They were
Pause.
fighting for something.
Pause. The guy that Cap shattered his back on the edge of the boat and sent him into the ocean to drown to death with a severed spine. Did you ask him what he had for lunch or who he killed that day?
He was in the
He could've been
process of
hired.
hijacking a government
That's
ship,
okay.
and he was a part of. He was a terrorist. He was a part. They're different, dude.
But did
Okay.
Killing
Hydra-
someone, killing someone who's on their back surrendering is a fucking war crime, folks. Like John
That
Walker
might be
committed a
true.
legitimate war crime, killing a foreign national on foreign soil without jurisdiction who was surrendering is a fucking war crime, and y'all in here like John Walker did nothing wrong. Fuck off. Come on.
So the Flag Smashers weren't terrorists?
and Sam didn't throw people off in the first episode of the plane and to their deaths in foreign soil.
Guys, this guy was on his back surrendering with his
This
hands
guy's
up.
flying a plane.
With his hands up, helpless. These guys were armed, kidnapping somebody in military helicopters, flying with military people, doing kidnapping actively. Also shooting at Sam actively. Also launching rockets at Sam actively. This motherfucker's on his back. Hands up. I didn't do it. And he fucking kills him anyway. And y'all are like, he did nothing wrong. This
You know
dude's
what's
literally
crazy?
a cop who a guy on the ground's going, hands up, don't shoot, and he fucking murdered.
I was gonna say that's kind of very similar. I didn't unearth that in my head, but that's very similar.
John Walker's
to
the fucking cops.
that. And it's on film.
Yes.
And he still got
Yeah,
off.
Yes.
Wow.
And y'all like
Okay.
he did nothing
But he's so
wrong.
good.
but he's the
this
son of
guy.
Kurt Russell.
He's a fucking
He's the son of
cop.
Kurt Russell.
He's the son of Kurt Russell.
Fuck
my
this
And
guy.
Goldie Hawn.
Yeah, I love him as an actor. I
Sometimes-
love the character, and I'm excited for
Sometimes you
got
gotta yell at your friends, guys. Sometimes you just have to.
But this,
love it.
This dude's a fucking cop. Who
Sometimes
killed
you have to
a
yell
dude
at
with
your
his
friends.
hands up. Ugh.
That was a good point.
Episode 15.
Episode 15.
16.
16, episode 16. Oh no, it's episode 17, dude.
17.
We're so
Episode 17.
horrible.
Thanks for listening.
Episode
Just
17.
pick a number, put it on it. We don't care.
Ryan's
you
Ryan's
working?
picking the next episode.
What are you
I
working
picked
on,
this
Ben?
one.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez.
Nothing
Still
new in
in
my
my
book.
head.
Nothing new in my book. Just working and working. Kicking ass in the gym, working on art on the side. That's it, man. Just living life.
Nice.
Follow me on Twitter if you want to know about it. That's all.
Caleb,
Shit. I'm working on a couple of things. The last couple of weeks have been real rough for you, boy. I haven't done anything really, but like try to maintain mental stability. But that seems to be clearing up largely. Hopefully, I don't know. No one knows these things when they say them, especially with mental health.
No.
But I streamed yesterday. Tech was there for a little bit. I got my stream set up back and working with my new. I got the 4K 60 Mark II because the Mark I wasn't working for some reason. Yeah. All things going forward look good. So be prepared to see more baseball on stream during the week, and some
Awesome.
articles coming up, and some creative stuff.
Sarge.
I'm just healing up from the broken foot. So I haven't done much around the house or literally anything other than working and coming home. But the next 2 weeks, I'm getting prepared for whenever I can be back on my feet to get going on my other stuff that I already had planned. So,
Nice.
yep.
Cool.
That's what's up.
Check.
I just been working on some merch,
Yep. Very good.
right? Nerdy Bits merch and some other merch stuff or stuff. So once I talk to everybody in the group, we'll figure out when we're going to launch it. And I'm also working on a couple initiatives with the podcast, getting it into some different networks. So that's some behind the scenes stuff going on. Yeah, and the rest is the same, you know, just working on what I'm working on. Trying to figure out. I want to do a YouTube thing, but I don't know what I want to do with it yet. So I got all the equipment now. I just got to figure out the best route to take.
Nice.
Yeah. Sure.
So but yeah, that and marketing promotions and trying to get, you know, more eyes on us. That's kind of been my focus.
Cool, cool,
And
cool.
plus, you know, graphic designs. That's about it. So yeah,
Right on.
Okay.
I enjoyed that talk.
That was good stuff.
That was good.
Good stuff.
Got a long break before the next, real bingeable, talkable item. So unless you guys want to talk
Well,
about,
we get to get nuanced.
yeah,
We get to
We get a deep
to
dive on
kind of
something. Yeah.
deep dive on something
it
ridiculous.
is
that
due
has
for
nothing to
another.
do with nothing.
Yeah, we're due for another deep dive.
Yeah, we'll
Another
have
3
to
pages of
brainstorm.
notes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
we have to brainstorm something good.
Cool. All right, y'all. It was
Because
good.
I think we killed this. I gotta play the last soundbite that I got.
Fatality.
Yeah, bad context
What?
considering the last thing you were raving about.
All right, y'all. We'll see you next time. Thank you for listening to Nerdy Bit Show. Subscribe if you haven't. Spread the word if you can. We appreciate it. For more information, go to
Nerdybits.com.
www.nerdybits.com.
Sorry, I thought you were asking. I didn't.
I kind of was. I wasn't sure. I kind of was. Thank you for picking up on that.
Yeah, no problem. I
All right.
got you.
All right, peace, y'all.
Later.